In a quiet village surrounded by vast golden meadows, there was a peculiar tree that stood taller than all the others. Its bark shimmered in the sunlight, and its leaves whispered softly, even when there was no wind. The villagers called it the Whispering Tree, believing it to be enchanted. Legends claimed that the tree held the wisdom of centuries and could grant guidance to those who truly needed it. But the tree had a rule. It only whispered to those pure of heart. Over the years, many sought its guidance, but few could hear its secrets. The village crisis. One summer, a terrible drought struck the village. The river dried up, crops withered, and the livestock grew weak. The villagers, desperate and fearful, turned to the Whispering Tree for help. But when they approached it, their hearts heavy with greed and despair, the tree remained silent. Among them was a young girl named Elin. She was kind and selfless, always tending to the sick and helping others, even though her own family struggled to survive. She, too, hoped the tree might offer a solution to save the village. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Elin approached the tree alone. Sitting beneath its shimmering branches, she closed her eyes and whispered, "I don't ask for myself. Please, tell me how I can help my village." To her astonishment, the tree's whispers filled her mind. Its voice was soft and melodic, like 1,000 leaves rustling in harmony. "Elin," it said, "your heart is pure, and your intentions are true. To save your village, you must seek the well of life, hidden deep within the shadowed forest. Its waters can revive the land, but the journey will test your resolve." The journey begins. The next morning, Elin set out for the shadowed forest, a place shrouded in mystery and fear. Few dared to enter, as the forest was said to be alive, shifting and changing to confuse intruders. Elin carried only a small bag of food, a flask of water, and a heart full of determination. As she entered the forest, the air grew cooler, and the canopy above blocked out the sun. Shadows danced around her, and the path seemed to twist and disappear. The trials of the forest. The first trial, the River of Doubt. Elin came upon a wide, dark river with no visible bridge. Its waters whispered to her, echoing her deepest fears. "You'll fail," the river said. "Turn back before it's too late." Elin felt a chill run through her, but she remembered the Whispering Tree's guidance. She knelt by the river and whispered, "I don't fear failure. I only fear doing nothing." The river's waters calmed, and stepping stones appeared, allowing her to cross. The second trial, the illusion of despair. Deeper in the forest, Elin encountered a clearing where visions of her family struggling in the drought surrounded her. They begged her to return, accusing her of abandoning them. Tears filled her eyes, but she touched her chest and said, "I carry their hopes with me. I'll return when I've saved them." The illusions faded, and the path forward appeared. The third trial, the Keeper of the Well. At last, Elin found the Well of Life, its waters glowing faintly in the dim forest light. But standing before it was a massive guardian, its form shifting between branches, roots, and stone. "Why do you seek the well?" the guardian boomed. Elin stepped forward, her voice steady despite her fear. "I seek it not for myself, but for my village. Our land is dying, and the people have lost hope. I wish to bring them life." The guardian studied her, then said, "The well's power is not freely given. To take its water, you must give something in return." Elin hesitated. She had little to offer, but then she remembered the small pendant around her neck, a keepsake from her late mother. Though it was her most treasured possession, She removed it and placed it before the guardian. "This is all I have, but I offer it willingly," she said. The guardian nodded, stepping aside. "Your sacrifice is pure. The well's waters are yours to take." The return and redemption. Elin filled her flask with the glowing water and hurried back to her village. As she poured the water into the dry soil, the earth came alive. Crops sprouted, the river flowed once more, and the people rejoiced. The village, once on the brink of despair, flourished. The whispering tree glowed faintly in the distance, its whispers carried on the breeze. Elin smiled, knowing she had fulfilled its guidance. Moral of the story: true strength lies in selflessness and the courage to act for others. Sacrifice made with a pure heart can bring light even to the darkest times.